Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're gonna open up this Cipher box. This is Cipher box series 22. This is the final box of Cipher. It was released at the end of 2020, I believe. And yeah, it's really sad, but this is a really cool set. It highlights a little bit of every game in the series, and even some like spin-offs. I believe the Fire Emblem Binding Blade manga was referenced in it. Yeah, so without further ado, let's begin. Right? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I forgot they come with a promo in each box. So it looks like I got the Male Violet 5th anniversary promo. So I have here the Violet 5th anniversary card. I believe he is a mercenary class. I'm gonna guess this is a mercenary. And then for the second promo, it is female Korin in the white card class. I guess it's Hoshido, and you can see she's fighting one of those golem things. It's probably that chapter where they are in that volcano, or it's like that burning river, and she's fighting golems. So really cool art, really like it. So yeah, let's put those right here. Also, I believe this thing is so that, like, when you're at a store and you buy it, like packs, you just like show them which packs you got, and they'll just scan this instead of like each individual pack. Let us begin with the first pack. I'm gonna go from left to right. It's just how I roll. Okay, so each card pack comes with a QR code. I believe that takes you to the Cipher card game. I don't totally know. And then here you can follow them at Cipher, at FE Cipher on Twitter, and you can see Emma and Yuzu there. It's cool. And here is a card list, I believe. Pretty nice to have. Put that right there. So I think it's like, take the first 3 cards and you put it here, and the holo will be in the very back. Yeah, I believe that's how it goes. Okay, so first we have Saizo as a master ninja. He is part of a panoramic kind of card thing where like you could put a couple cards together and it'll form a bigger picture. I always liked how Fire Emblem Cipher did that, and Saizo's along with the other ninjas is one of the cooler ones. So cool to get. Here is Soth. Oh, okay, I guess I did that wrong. But here is Mikaya, part of the huge panorama with all the lords. And yeah, it's nice to get her. I mean, I already have her, but yeah, really great card. I don't really know what she does, and I don't play the game, but I just like the cards. You know, I just like collecting the cards. But yeah, so let's put our super rares there. Here's Erica, along with the spirit of Ephraim. Makes it look like he died or something. But I think this is like heralding, or this is like a reference to like the early game where she and Ephraim are separated. And maybe she is using Ephraim as like inspiration. Here is Takumi. This looks like it's a reference to his Heroes Summer Alt, which is also a reference to the Summer Scrambles Fire Emblem Fates DLC map, so that's cool. Here is, man, I'm blanking on his name. Oh, Soren. Yeah, this Soren art is really nice. Look, I'm guessing this, I think this is Path of Radiance Soren. Here's female Chris. You can see in the background is Ryan and Cecile. Yeah, Cecile never got released in the game as a card. I really don't understand how they couldn't just slot her in this final set, but hey, she's on the picture with female Chris, so that's something. Here's Roy. Really like the art. All the art in this game is great. Oh, here is, it's kind of a spoiler, but I guess this is Leiran. He is, I'm kind of rusty on my Tellius lore, but yeah, he's holding the medallion, and yeah, really great art. And here is one of those Fire Emblem Cipher OCs. I think this is Alice. I think that's her name, but I don't know. I also kind of don't care, so alright. Okay, I think I spent a little too much time on that one pack, so let's just keep trucking along. We still got 15 more packs to go. Okay, so here is, okay, I know this is Yuzu for sure, I think. Oh no, this is not Yuzu, this is Shade. I believe that's Shade. Oh, here is Kagero, which is part of that panorama I mentioned, so here, let's just put her right there to form it. And we can build it along as we get more cards. See, it fits right here. Get the third one, just look fantastic. Alright, here is Medius. Man, this is honestly one of my favorite cards of all time in Cipher. Like, this is Medius from, I believe, Mystery/New Mystery of the Emblem. And you can see all the different dragon types. There's Earth Dragon, Magic Dragon, I believe, or Magi Dragon, or no, this is the Magi Dragon, I think. This is the Ice Dragon, this is the Fire Dragon, and those are those little flying, like, wyverns, like, in the background there. So, yeah, this card is really awesome. Love this card so much. Where should I put the super rares? Here. Let me just... Alright. Works for me. Here is male Korin. He is on the side of both Nor and Hoshido, it looks like. Here is Camilla. Looks like it's referencing the Hot Springs Camilla from Heroes. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of that Camilla alt. I don't have too much of an opinion on it. Ooh, here is Sigurd. Sigurd with his father Byron and his sister Ethlyn. So this must be a bit before the start of the game. He's unpromoted. His sister is still with him and his family, so she's probably not married off to Quan yet. Here's Micaiah. I believe this is from a scene in Radiant Dawn where she heals a kid with her mystical sacrifice powers. I kind of forgot what it was called. It's some sort of power that heals people but kind of hurt her. Here's Cherish. Oh, here's Claude. He is also part of a panorama. You can see that there is a Claude and there's little thing next to his name is Fodlan because there's another Claude in the series, so they don't want to make it confusing. So yeah, here's Claude. He can really fly. Just put him right. Oh, I don't know. We'll just put him right here for now. And here is Celica as a... I forgot what that class is called. It's that over class that you have to pay for DLC. So yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, let's keep moving along. So another Claude. All right, here's Abel, and along with him are the other green calves throughout the series. Green calves that are paired up with other red calves. Unfortunately, this isn't one of those like panoramic or like cards where you like put another card next to it. You'd think they would do that with Kane, but no, he's a standalone. You could tell because the card has a border, it continues, whereas something like Claude here, you can see that the border kind of keeps going out. So yeah, Kane, really love this card. One of the OCs, I have no idea who this is, so let's just keep moving on. Oh, spoiler alert. Here is Yuzu, that is someone I do know. And here is, oh my god, why am I blanking his name? Korin, yeah, I knew that. Here's Korin, I believe he is illustrated by Yusuke Kozaki, which looks really good. You can see there is like a Hoshiden / Japanese style building in the background. Kind of salty that there's no like female Korin in the background because other cards like Sigurd has Selith in the background. I think the same thing with Erica and Ephraim. I have to double check, but I'm kind of, yeah, really salty that they didn't include female Korin as a Norian noble. it would just balance it out, you know? It's supposed to commemorate the whole series, and it just doesn't have her, so it just seems really weird. But nevertheless, a great pull. Hinoka. Not sure what this is exactly referencing, but yeah, this is Hinoka. Camilla, again, Hot Springs Camilla. Here's Deirdre. This must be in chapter 1 where she meets Sigurd. Here's female Robin. Oh, and here's Leaf. Behind him is August, Finn, and not sure about that dude on the right. Older Reinhard maybe, I don't know. Again, I haven't played Thracia yet. I do know bits and pieces about it, but you know, I just don't have time, man. I have cartridges of it. I have the official Japanese cartridge, and then I have like a bootleg cartridge with the English translation on it. Okay, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do the card thing. I'm not even gonna address it. Let's just go. So here's Erica again, Soren. Here's Lilina. Not my favorite art of her, honestly. Her eyes look a little too far apart. Female Chris again. Oops. Shersh. Is it Shersh or Shershi? Or Churchy? I don't know. Ooh, here is Noel. Man, his art is so fucking good. And he is so fucking fun to use in Sacred Stones. Just make him a summoner. He'll summon all day. Yeah, he's a great guy. Oh, look, there's Marianne as a dancer, which is what the Brave Marianne in Fire Emblem Heroes is somewhat based off of. She's using a sword, she's not using a tome. I kind of wish she was using a sword as well in Heroes, but I think she's also pretty cool in Heroes as a tome unit, so, right. Ooh, spoilers. There's Zelgius being unmasked as the Black Knight in the endgame of Radiant Dawn, where he is guarding the tower thingy. So, really cool. Love that card. Alright, here is Flora. She is also part of a panorama card thingy. And oh, Sias. Nice. Sias from Thracia 776. I believe this is the first and only time he was released. I guess, you know, it was the last set. They were like, okay, we gotta really start dishing out some of the old units, even though we don't have a lot of other Thracia characters. But hey, we got Sias, so that's cool. Surprised he didn't get released sooner, honestly. Okay. Here's Bridget as a pirate. Well, not her. Her class isn't a pirate, but she is a pirate as an archer. Man, love that long ass hair. Really pretty. Here is Elliewood. Not my favorite art of Elliewood, but still cool card. Here is Silk, and I absolutely do not like this art. She just looks like a little girl, and I don't think that's what she's supposed to be. She's like a young woman. She looks like blue-haired Maria. Yeah, so not my favorite. Can't say she's my favorite. Maybe she's based off of like Gaiden Silk, but I don't think Gaiden Silk looked like that either, so. Alright, here's Alm. Alm with Celica in the background, looking fly. Ooh, here is Frederick holding the pebble, because as you know, he does a lot of landscaping just to make sure Crom doesn't trip on his way to do whatever he needs to do. Here's Kiza. They are a Lagoos that serve under Ranulph, and they are cool. Here is Shersh. This is promoted. You can see her son Jerome in the background. Another Celica. Another Pogero. Oh, and here is Dimitri as a Great Lord. I believe that's his class. Yeah, this card is pretty sick. I believe this is drawn by Suzuki Eureka, I believe. And yeah, this Dimitri just looks kind of insane. Really cool. Love how his hair is flowing like that. Love that lance kind of up in your face. Really love this card a lot. So let's just put that right there, I guess. Male Corin, Sigurd. Here is Lissa. Oh, I like how, I haven't seen this card in a while, but I like how there's other Shepherd members in the background. There's Vague, Maribel, and Sumiya. Sumiya's doing one of her flower fortune thingies. So that's cool. There's Micaiah. There's Miranda, Princess of Ulster. Don't have much else to say about that. Oh, here is, I believe her name is Mamori. She is from Tokyo Sessions Mirage. Yeah, I actually really like this card. They don't make her look as much of a lolly compared to Heroes, I would say. And I like that. Also like Drog in the background, who looks super cool. Here is a promoted Bridget as a sniper, I believe. You can see her twin sister, Edane, in the background helping out. Here's Claude, the other Claude. He's the Claude that doesn't need the parentheses in his background because he's the OG Claude, you know, so. Here's Frederick. It's a Great Knight, I believe. Yeah, pretty cool. He's holding a flag of Elise, I believe. So, yeah, really like that. And, oh, nice. Here is Al. Some of you guys might not know this, but Al is the protagonist of the Fire Emblem Binding Blade manga, which is very much different than the actual Binding Blade game. It's not starring Roy, it's mainly starring Al, who, well, I don't want to give any spoilers, but he's the protagonist. Ooh, fuck. And it's a really cool manga. I would definitely recommend reading it. And I believe the artist is Yamada Kotaro. I think that's their name. But it's the same author that illustrated the manga. So it was really cool to see old artists come back to illustrate characters that they drew way back. So nice, cool. Okay, here's Leo. Looks like a younger Leo. And here's Corin. Clearly she has been adopted into the family at this point. Here's Takumi again. Here is Chrom. Yeah, Chrom's cool. Love Chrom. Here is Ike. Path of Radiance Ike. Here's Roy. Here's Azura, who is representing both Nor and Hoshido, similar to Corin. Not a big fan of how her eyes look, but yeah, cool card. Here is Tobin as the, I don't know what, I forgot what it was called. It's the over class for a Bow Knight. It's like Bow Knight, like extreme, and it's a pretty cool class. Just don't remember what it's called, but yeah, here's Tobin in that over class. Here is, here's another one of those Cipher OCs. I forgot his name. It's like Ray or something. Randolph? I think it might be Randolph. I don't remember off the top of my head. Here is, here's Kane. So yeah, you can see he has all the other quote-unquote Kane units behind him. So there's Noish, there's Ford, there's Alan. I think that's Alan, not Lance. There's Sully, there's Kent, and there's Kieran. So that is really awesome. And alright, female Robin. Special or super rare. Nice. See, she's wielding some sort of thunder or lightning based tome. Probably Thoron. You can see Grima in the background, so this is probably around Endgame of Awakening. And I really like how eyes of Grima are like gleaming. So cool. Just put her right there. Okay, so here is Mia, Elliewood, here is Byleth, pretty cool, as a commoner, and there's male Byleth, so yeah, here we go. Frederick. Oh, here is Tiki. And I believe this is Tiki from Tokyo Sessions Mirage as well. You could tell because she has that thing, that symbol there. But yeah, this is a Awakening and Arcanea card, so blue and red. I don't know if she's like the only card that's ever like that, but that's really neat. Oh, here's sweet, here's Kaze. So we have completed the ninja panorama. Here we go. So you can see it's a pretty big picture of 3 ninjas just going crazy. And, you know, that's just one of the best things about Cipher in my opinion, how combine cards to make even greater works of art, and I just love it. Okay, we'll just put that right there. Anyway, up next is Felix. This is Felix as a sword master, I believe. He is holding the Aegis shield and he is covering for Dimitri. So he's clearly not holding the bridge anymore, or maybe he is. Oh, this is one of the better cards. Maybe not in the game, but one of the cooler ones in my opinion. Here's Formitus, the Demon King. You can see small little platforms where Erica and Ephraim are standing, facing him. Yeah, this is so sick. I really like this card a lot. And alright, here's Lucina. Yeah, you can see all the butterflies because of the butterfly motif she's got going on. She is a Great Lord class, I believe. So, alright, nice. Alright, so we open up 8 packs already. Let's get on with the second half. Alright, here is Leaf, Leo, Crom, Lilina, a lot of repeats now, Mamori. Oh, Riss, nice. Riss, drawn by the legendary Ippei. And he just looks so realistic. Looks so good. He's got animals. I believe this is based off of the new mystery Riss, where he is in the forest and is about to be killed by those like dark assassins. So yeah, wow, look at that cat. Damn, yeah, Ippei really went all out with this, man. Here, wait, there's another Ippei card. Here is Valabar. I believe this is, you know, I don't remember what the class is called. It's the overclass after Baron. Yeah, wow, I've never really taken a close look at this card. Turns out it's amazing because, man, look at that shield. It's like a lion on it. Love that. Here is Jacob. He's also part of the panorama, so let's just put him next to Flora here. Fuck, don't do that. Okay, just put him right here. So we're almost completing that one. Just put Claude somewhere here. Here, oh, okay, so they did reference warriors. Here's Rowan, and in the background there is Liana, and they're fighting the dragon, whose name I do not remember at the moment. So yeah, pretty cool. And oh, Mia. Wait, I don't even have this card. Nice. Here's Mia. I believe this is the True Blade class. So clearly this is Mia from Radiant Dawn. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think I have this card, so very happy to get her. Alright, here is Alphonse. Alphonse and the Summoner. And I believe in the background is Asker's castle, so very cool. Here is Marth. Yeah, that's really cool. There's a picture of Crown in the background. My guess this is the chapter where Emmer was about to be assassinated. Oh, here is Edelgard. She's also part of the panorama, so she joins up like this. So I'm gonna put her here. Mia. I believe this guy's name is Pern. Again, I'm not super familiar with Thracia 776. I believe he was like a leader of thieves or mercenaries or something. And these two are part of the mercenary or thief crew. I think she got a card. I don't think this dude did. So it's kind of lame how they can't just get their own card, similar to Cecile or Cecile from Mystery of the Emblem, but I guess it's better than nothing. Here is Gilbert as a Fortress Knight. Pretty nice art, actually. Here is Valbar again. Alice? I don't know. And, oh, it's Momori. Yeah, I never played Tokyo Sessions Mirage. I probably will one day. I think their quote box here is actually the same, like the quote box they use in the game, I believe. It's also cool how they have, like, a signature here. Pretty cool. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of these Tokyo Sessions Mirage cards, but I think they're still really cool nonetheless. Here we go, put them here. Alright, here's Ike. Oh, here's Marth, the mascot of the franchise, I would say, or at the very least, the First Lord. Pretty nice. Oh, here's Mirabilis, the one that sleeps all the time, so there's that. Silk again. Oh, Dimitri, so now we can finish that panorama too. Very nice. Yeah, that panorama is also one of the better ones, in my opinion. Here is Miranda again. Here is Emma. Here is Tiki. You can see behind her is her divine dragon form, I guess. So that's cool. There is Felicia. Oh, so it looks something like this. Wow, we've completed a lot of the panoramas. I guess they're common cards, but still, that's really nice to have. And oh, there it is, Erica and Ephraim. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Corin should have gotten this treatment. There's also Elliewood, where he is by himself. Like, there's no Hector or Lynn behind him. It's just Elliewood, and that really kind of ticks me off. But at least Erica and Ephraim are together on this panorama, and I think they just look really good. Primarily because they are drawn by Wada, one of my favorite artists of all time. So yeah, let's just put her right there. Right. Another Dimitri, Takumi, Leaf, Crom. Oh, there's Ninian. Ninian and her brother Nils. They are performing at a town square, looks like. Very cool. Riss. Here is a promoted Miranda. Here is Soth. Oh, fuck. Here is Jacob, and here is, hey, there's Leaf. Very nice. I'm not totally sure who the artist of this card is, but it looks cool. It's very dynamic. He's like in the middle of a jump. He's holding the light brand. Yeah, really like this card. Alright, we got a decent amount of the panorama cards. I wouldn't mind getting another set and frame it or something. That would be cool. Alright, here is Edelgard, Alphonse, Brigid, Marth. Oh, here is Ephraim. I guess he was released in this, or he had a copy of him in this set as well. I didn't remember that. So yeah, here's Ephraim wielding the Sigmund Kiza. I'm not totally sure who this is. It's a Tokyo Sessions Mirage character. I'm not totally sure on that one. Here is Seliph. Oh yeah, this one's one of the cooler cards as well. Here's Seliph as a great, or a Night Lord, I think that's what the class is called. And he's making a pose reminiscent of Sigurd's official arts pose, and it just looks great. Kind of wish this was like a holographic card, because a card like this really deserves it in my opinion, but still really nice to get. Oh, I don't know who this is either. Oh, here's Claude. Here's Claude, part of the panorama as well. Nice. Looks really cool. I can't really see his mouth, so you can't even see his cute smirk. So that's not cool, but anyways, still a really cool card, really good. Just putting him right here. I guess I'll put Dimitri right here. Maybe we'll get Edelgard. Who knows? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Alright, here's Edelgard. Not the one that we were looking for, but you know. Eliwood, Rabelis, Alm, Tiki, Pern, Frederick. Oh, there is. I think this is Danvid. You can tell because he is like the really high class. I forgot what it's even called in Radiant Dawn. You can see Oliver just kind of appreciating his slaughtering of these soldiers. Yeah, Danvid is a cool character. I like him a lot. Marianne and... Oh, nice. Null as a summoner. This is one of the best arts in this set, in my opinion. Look at the color on that. I mean, I don't know anything about art, but it's got these very warm colors. Well, there are some warm colors in the background and in his like cape thing, but then there's like these very cool colors in like his magic and the zombies he's creating. So yeah, really awesome card. Love him so much. Alright, 2 more packs. I kind of doubt we're going to get a super rare plus at this point, but you never know. You never know. Even if I don't, opening one of these boxes is really fun. Alright, here's Marth, Byleth, Mirabelis, Hinoka, Leren, Ephraim. Oh, here's Itsuki. Actually, this card's really cool too. Itsuki, I believe this is like the end game, or near the end of the game for Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I don't really know what happens. I guess he becomes like almost enlightened, and he really resembles Marth here, which is a really cool look. And you can see here's his friends behind him. Here's Danvid again. Here's Bernadetta. Kind of forgot she was in the set. Is she wielding that weapon that the immovable one gives to Leone? It would make sense because she has the crest of in deck, but it's not given to her in that paralogue that was given to Leone. But yeah, cool card. And Veronica. Looks like it's based off of the Spring Veronica from Heroes. I really like how colorful this is. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's the egg thing she's holding. There's like carrots and other shit flying around. Some flowers, some hearts. So I'm not sure how good this card really is, but I like how the card looks. It's great. It's got some great art. Okay, final pack of Destiny. Let's see what we can get. Come on, you just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, right? Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. That's what Yugi taught me. You just gotta believe and kind of hope that everything turned out okay. So in this final pack we have Hinoka, Deirdre, Lissa, Robin, Ninian, Noel, Shersh, Miranda. Ooh, I don't remember her name. Anosi, and boom. Oh, I don't think I have this card either. It is Rania. This looks like it takes place in that battle where Byleth fights her for the last time, because she is, like, you can see the pillars and everything behind her. I actually really like this art a lot. I like the dark stuff pulsating around her. So yeah, overall, not a bad haul. We got a lot of the panoramic cards here. We're missing Edelgard. I got some great rares and great super rares. Hopefully I'll be able to make another set of the panorama so I could like frame it or something. That would be pretty sick. What do you guys think about this opening? It's, again, I didn't get a super rare plus, but like I said, those are pretty rare, so it's not like I was expecting it. Thank you guys for watching this unboxing of the final booster set of Fire Emblem Cipher. It was a really fun ride with Cipher, but at least with Cipher, when they shut down the game, You still have your cards, you still have your memories, and you can still throw down. Unlike Faye one day. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.